take these out and put them down, aiming down. This dude here is really ornery. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Tony. This is Tony's Tractor Adventure, and Tanya's behind the camera, and then there's a gizmo. What we're going to do today, got 3 tasks to accomplish. Hopefully we can get at least 2 of them done. We're going to finish up the next 16 feet of this fence. We're going to come in here, level this first about 10-foot wide stretch of ground. We're going to level it out, rough it up a little bit, and then plant zinnias. And then also over here on where we're building our new road back to the cabin, we use the grader blade to dig the ditch. But now we're going to use the, we kind of understand where the water flow is going to happen. We're going to take the little tractor with a box blade and come through here and kind of round these sides over so that it'll be easier to mow. The other day I was over here mowing and I realized how steep those banks were, so I need to cut those off a little bit.
Pretty steep, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pull the dirt from around that bend, the bend of that ditch, and pull it right here because I have a washout up at the top of the hill in front of the fence. When it rains really hard, the water rushes over and comes right down through here. So we're going to have to bring dirt and pull dirt and build this up here a little bit.
So like a levee?
So the water will stay in the ditch and either run that way or this way. This didn't used to happen.
What is he doing? What is he up to today? Look at him.
I see him. He's being a gizmo.
Come on. Come on. Quit playing around. Come on, let's go to work.
I'll be right back over with the tractor.
Okay. Let's get to work, Bubba.
Okay, so we're going to be using the new TYM T224. This is their smallest tractor, and we are, I'm learning to use it. Got a lot of experience on little subcompacts. I really like a subcompact tractor. They're so handy. The only thing I'm getting used to on this one is this has the treadle pedal similar to a Kubota. So you push forward, you go forward, and you got to pick your foot up and go push backwards to go backwards. Whereas everything I've run before other than Kubota is left and right. So right's forward, left is reverse. So I'm going to go down there and pull the soil back here because this is really low.
Stay here, you don't need to blow all that dust at you.
That's not terrible.
Looks pretty good.
So none of the smaller tractors have positive position control. And what that means is like you pull the lever to 1 and it'll go to 1. You pull it to 2 and the height of the 3-point hitch will go to 2. And when you put it back to, you raise it all the way to the top position, you put it back on 2 to go to the same place. That's positive position control. So these have up, spring back to the center. You pull a little up, a little up, a little down, a little down. So you still have some ability to do some fine tuning. You're bumping the controls. And I like the way this one does because it does spring back down to the center really easily. So you just kind of do a little bit of bumping and have it go up or bump and go down. So basically I was just sitting there doing this. If I needed to go up a little bit, I just barely bump it. And I think it done a really good job of keeping that, it's way smoother than it was before. So let's go do another couple of passes and I think we'll be ready to put some zinnias out. So I'm very impressed that this pulls the 5-foot box blade. I recommend a 4-foot box blade for this, but because we have a 5-foot, this is what we're using. But it's doing really well for this job, and it covers the wheels really well. Now, obviously, if we got into some real heavy stuff, the tractor would do it. So this tractor has a float. So what a float means is you push this forward, it means down. So it's pulling the loader down. You click it all the way forward and it holds, it goes into a detent, and it allows the fluid in the cylinder to flow back and forth, which means just the weight of the bucket is dragging. So that's like for doing some really fine tuning on dirt work, it lets you really do some smoothing. It's not as effective as the big tractor, but for stuff like this with small rock and loose dirt, it does really good. So what I'll do is I'll drag back a little bit, first run. All right, I'll go back, pick it in the float position. All right, that looks 100% better across there. I mean, I could still go back and level it a little bit more if I wanted to, but again, it's just a garden. I'm going to now run this ditch bank and see if I can pull some dirt up here where that water's running over, build this up a little bit. And when I use the grader blade with the big tractor, I've really got the banks a little too sharp. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of round those over using a box blade.
Water in a minute, come on. all covered in dust.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
No. it. It's up to you. We'll go work. We're here. We're ready for work.
I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this, and we'll pick up here tomorrow on the next video. See you next time. God bless. Thank you for watching our channel.